What's up guys, Matthew Monas here. Just heading to Fairview Mall here in Toronto, Canada to pick up the iPhone 10. I'm super excited because I'm curious to see what this phone looks like and more importantly, test out Face ID. So let's hop inside the mall and go check it out right now. Bro! So not only did I have to pay $1,700 for an iPhone 10, I just had to pay $7 to park at Fairview Mall because the whole parking lot is closed. Just haven't worked out in days. I'm hungry for an iPhone 10. Crazy. I thought the lineup would be a lot less than this, but this is Fairview Mall, which is like not one of Canada's biggest malls either. Pretty shocked actually. So, go get my reservation info on the camera.
I was asking for all the people looking online if they wouldn't put me so close to such a good looking guy, because look at this, now I look horrible. Especially in high definition. See, comparison. They're gonna be like, what happened? We got it. We got it. We got it.
Got the iPhone 10. Heading back to the studio right now. Super friendly inside. Got to give them credit. Some of the best customer service in the world. So let's go home. Let's go check this out and let's unbox it. What's up guys? Back at the studio. Got the iPhone 10 right in this bag. We're going to unbox it. I'm going to talk to you about it. And I'm also going to mention 4 or 5 things you probably didn't know. Here it is, all in its glory, wrapped up so beautifully. As you can see on the top of the phone, the box, we got the iPhone 10. This is the exact same size as it's gonna be when I open it up. Got the little flashlight icon, we got the camera button, and of course the typical Apple writing. Now I got the 256 gigabyte model just because I take a lot of photos, so I wanted the space to put stuff in there. Here's the moment of truth. I don't need a knife for this one because Apple makes it super easy to open up their box. All right, some more plastic. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Now the boxing. First up, designed by Apple in California, but it was made in China. Inside the box, we have a bunch of paperwork, Apple stickers. We got bonjour, which is French for hello, just in case you didn't know. And we have the SIM tool. Thankfully, it's still here. They didn't take that away from us. And a bunch of nonsense instructions that we're not gonna read. Let's just move this out of the way. Oh man, wow. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I saw the pictures and videos of this, I thought it'd be much bigger, but man, it's like pretty much the exact same size as the Galaxy S8. Feels really comfortable in the hand. This is like a good compromise between the smaller version and the bigger one. All right, enough of me talking. Let's take off the plastic again. Here we go. Oh, that sounded awesome. It sounded like angels singing. Beautiful. This feels like a smaller Galaxy Note 8. All right, anyways, put this to the side. In the box, we got your typical earpods or AirPods, not the ones that are wireless, but the one that comes with a wire. You have your adapter because there's no headphone jack anymore, which is still unfortunate, but I'm over it. I've slept about it for a couple days. I don't think about it anymore. We have the charging cable, and of course, we have the adapter. Now, this one doesn't do quick charge. If you want quick charge, you're gonna have to use the bigger iPad version. Now, the first thing you didn't know about the new iPhone 10. A lot of people thought this phone was late to the market, but it actually wasn't. It was supposed to come out in 2018, but they moved the date to 2017 because the design was ready and they wanted to have a 10th year anniversary smartphone. So a lot of people are like, why are they so late getting this phone out? But they never were. I'm gonna put this down right here. I have the iPhone 8 in space gray, and I have the iPhone 8 Plus. So this will give you guys an idea of the size differences between both phones. So it fits nicely right in the middle. So if you felt the iPhone 8 was a little too small and you felt the iPhone 8 Plus was a little too big, the iPhone 10 is gonna be the perfect size for you. All right, here we go. Swipe up, English, Canada. Oh my God, the screen is gorgeous. So one of the things that I don't like about the iPhone is the fact that you need a SIM card to activate it. Like every single Android phone that I've used for the past 55 years, you don't need a SIM card. You can set it up through Wi-Fi and then you can pop a SIM into it later. So give me 1 second while I set this up. All right, put the SIM card in the phone. We are back. It's taking a few minutes to activate the iPhone. Probably the first thing I'm gonna have to do is set up Face ID to get out of the frame. Which brings me to another thing you probably don't know about the iPhone 10, and that Face ID will automatically work with anything that you've already had Touch ID set up with. So your apps, your stores, everything will be completely set up using Face ID automatically. All right, continue. Little tutorial on how Face ID works. We're gonna skip that if it lets me. Ooh, position your face within the frame. Okay, I got you. Okay, now what? I'm in the frame. I'm in the frame, bro. What's going on here? Okay, Face ID is not working. This is ridiculous. This is the worst face. Man, they should have just kept Touch ID. This is ridiculous. Come on. 994. Why is this such a difficult setup? Why can't it just be, I plug in my Wi-Fi password and log into my Google account, everything's set up. Why do I have to do all this? This is ridiculous. So while this sets up, one more thing about Face ID you probably didn't know. If the phone rings, the front-facing cameras that do Face ID automatically start looking for your face. And the closer you bring the phone to your face, the lower the volume of the ring gets reduced. So this way you don't have that loud ringing noise in your ear. All right, finally set up. It only took a good 15 minutes to install iOS 11.1, put in a SIM card, set up my information, do Face ID. Definitely the setup process is a lot slower than what you would do on Android, but let's not ruin the review or the unboxing with that. Let's jump right into the operating system. So the setup process is taking way too long. I'm just gonna tell you some of the other features of the phone that you probably don't know about. For instance, this camera is in a vertical position. Usually it's in a horizontal position on previous iPhones. The reason they had to put it like this is because the front cameras on the front of the phone, the 3D depth sensing cameras, take up so much space horizontally, they couldn't fit it horizontally on the back, so they had to place it in a vertical position. You have one 12 megapixel sensor that with an aperture of f1.8, and the second telephoto lens, which is also 12 megapixels, but with an aperture of f2.4. The big difference between this phone and the other iPhones is that the second sensor has optical image stabilization, which means you're gonna get better footage when you're shooting video. The next thing I'm trying to get used to is the gestures. Because the Touch ID button is gone, you have to swipe up from the bottom to go home. So it's kind of like flicking a card away. Top down on the right side gets you the control center. Top down in the middle will get you your notifications. And if you do a 2-finger swipe down, you actually get the same thing, apparently. So that didn't work. I thought you got something else, but you don't. Next up are the speakers. Just like the 8 and 8 Plus, we have a speaker in the top earpiece and there's one on the bottom. But because this phone is a little bit on the smaller side, I'm curious to see how it sounds compared to the other two. One more time. All right, so here's what I think. I think the iPhone 10 has more of a bassy mid-tone sound, whereas the iPhone 8 Plus has more of a fuller sound, so it has cleaner highs, it's a little bit louder overall. So that pretty much wraps up this unboxing of the iPhone 10. But I'm gonna do something cool. In the next few hours, I'm gonna do an Instagram live story and a Periscope at the same time because I'm hardcore to answer any of your questions about this product. So be there, don't be square, and come check this out. I'll put all the information in the description down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.